Yo, today I want to talk about the Lex Incarnon that is available in your circuit shop this week. It's probably my favorite out of everything available. I think the ceramic dagger has been like kind of power creeped by other Incarnon melee weapons, specifically the Magistar that is also here this week. The Boltor is also really good, but I love the Lex Incarnon. It's one of my favorites. It's like a secondary Archiplasmor. It's like a better Catch Moon if you were around for Release Fortuna when the Catch Moon kit gun was really good. It fires giant energy waves that do a boatload of just upfront one-shot damage. So it is a very good Incarnon. I would recommend getting it. I would prioritize getting either one of the melees. Ceramic Dagger is still good. Um, Magistar is also really good. And then get yourself a Lex or Boltor. Or is there another firing weapon available? I'm not sure off the top of my head. But that's what I 100% recommend. Um, Lex being my favorite out of everything that's available. And let me just get right in here to showcasing its incarnate mode. That's where you want to be 24/7 with this thing. Let me stack it up, switch it over. You get the nice minus zoom here. Boop. Oh yeah, now we're chunking. Merciless is fully stacked, galvanized diffusion fully stacked, and we just slayed all those 20 guys right there. You know, Steel Path, Orokin guys, Orican guys, Corrupted guys, all dead. All right. Pretty simple weapon. You get headshots, you charge up your giant blast meter. I have a black energy color on, so you can't see the blast, but it's very large. You will hit guys, and it feels very good. So, showcase out of the way. Let's talk about my build here. Bum, 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 bum. It's very simple. If you've seen a hybrid crit build, you've definitely seen something like this. There's only one unique mod here, and this is Hemorrhage. We have a lot of impact, and I'm 90% sure it's forced impact procs on the Incarnon form, but you have so much status chance and so much impact damage that it really, like, you're going to be forcing impact on every shot, whether I'm wrong or not. So impact procs actually good here because of Hemorrhage, and we're getting the Force Slash proc, and that collabs very well. They're best friends with Pistol Elementalist, so our Slash procs are doing tons and tons and tons of damage. As for everything else, Galvanized Diffusion for stacking multi-shot. I prefer multi-shot builds. That's why we also have Lethal Torrent here for more fire rate and multi-shot, and that helps offset Creeping Bullseye. That lowers our fire rate. But we have Lethal Torrent here, so it doesn't really matter. It's like bonus 40% there, 60 minus 20, 40, blah, blah, blah. We're at 162% crit chance because of that when we're in Incarnate form with our 6.8 crit multiplier because we have Prime Target Cracker here. So absolutely balling out of our mind. 60/60s here for our viral damage, which is just always a good, nice thumbs up damage to have. When in doubt, put viral on something. This makes it flexible. You could run this in any loadout. Obviously, you could prime your gun with Nourish and build for whatever element you want there. But I just prefer to have viral on just for showcase sakes. All right. So, very, very simple build. As for our arcanes here, I'll just do my kind of standard spiel that I always do here. Dexterity, good if you're building around a melee weapon and you want something you could whip out real quick and have all the damage stacked with dexterity. Deadhead, it's also an option. This thing does get headshots really easy. The waves do hit heads, so not the worst thing in the world. You also get the minus recoil, so that's also very good. I like Merciless. I like the bonus reload speed. I like the faster swap speed from Incarnon to normal form when we're going in and out. It's very nice because it only has 20 shots in the magazine in Incarnon form, and you want to be charging it up as fast as possible and switching over. So, once again, whatever your favorite ice cream flavor is here, though I recommend just a normal 3 here. I wouldn't really go out of my way. Um, Secondary Fortifier is an option. It does so much damage already that you could put Secondary Fortifier on if you want survivability in your kit and to get the bonus Overguard here. And you do more Overguard damage, which it's kind of like it's kind of just like a little cherry on top that you didn't even want to begin with. It's just there. It feels nice. It feels good. So it's kind of whatever. Deadhead or Merciless would be my go-tos here. All right, those are the two that I'm rocking with the most. So I'm on Merciless. Um, as for things of note, this is a 3-forma build. It could be 4-forma, because I had to look it up just to make sure. There's a spreadsheet here. Community spreadsheet that keeps up to date. The CO is additive. It does work on the Lex Incarnon form. Where is it at? Galvanized Shot would work. I would run that over Elementalist, but I would need another Forma here, and I like the Lex Incarnon. I'm not using it that much where I'm going to put another Forma on it and slap on Galvanized Shot. Maybe if I get an Affinity Booster sometime and, I want to do that optimization, this does work. So that is an option. All right, so showcase done, build showcased. Now we're going to talk about the Incarnon perks here. Last, right before I get into my survival mission that I normally do. So let's get right into it. Hoplite Virtue, your shield breaks, you get a bunch of base damage. Very cool. Always pick this one. I will read the other one to you. Channel ability active, you get ammo efficiency. If you know, you know. Ammo efficiency doesn't work on the Incarnon form, so it's useless. You're not going to be in the primary mode ever for this thing. There are some Incarn weapons where the primary mode is cash money, and you want to be in it. But we want to be in Incarn mode, not our primary fire mode. So trusty sidearm thrown out. On to our next one. Minus weapon recoil, base magazine capacity, and reload speed from empty. Reload speed from empty, we are never using unless you're like timing your Incarnon switches with being at 0 bullets in your mag. If you want to do that, be my guest. Base magazine capacity, we're never in primary fire mode, so we're never using the extended volley here. It doesn't make you go from 20 Incarnon shots to 30. Don't pick this thing. All right. Lex Talionis, maybe I said that right, maybe I said that wrong. Minus weapon recoil, bonus accuracy. It feels good, makes you feel nice and warm and fuzzy inside while you're shooting this thing. Makes it a very, very easy gun to use. So that's the one I go with here. And last but not least, we have our final perk. That's normally a base stats upgrade. And we're going with critical parallel. Just give us all that sweet, sweet, sweet base crit chance and base crit damage. It's nice and juicy, feels great, feels awesome, feels wonderful. Go for the crit. As for the other two, elemental balance. It is a low fire rate, high hitting secondary. Bonus status chance kind of does diddly squat for us. If this was like a crazy SMG and we could get like a billion blast procs a second, this would be sick nasty, or 10 gas procs really high. That would be sick. That is not the case here with this thing, so we're not running this. Executioner's Dawn. On equip, 100% headshot damage for 4 seconds. If you wanted to do like a crazy primary acuity, deadhead, one-shot base damage build, you could. You could melee around or use your primary and then whip this thing out like one-shot at Demolist. That is a route you could go. That's so niche kind of thing where it would get its own kind of video type beat. So critical parallel, this is your best all-rounder to use and run around with in every single mission type that you're running. So that is the Lex Incarnon's perks. That is its build. That is the showcase against some simulacrum enemies. We are going to go to the Kuva Fortress, and we're just going to shoot these energy waves down a hallway and go crazy. So I will see you on the Kuva Fortress. See you there. Yo, we are here on our Kuva Fortress run. I'm on Mirage for her damage reduction buff from Eclipse, just to stay alive here. And let's get our going here and get our Incarnon charge charged up. And we'll go to town. Nice. Yeah, just shooting down the hallway, all the punch through on these energy blasts. It is insane. Boop. Boop. Oh my gosh, yeah, this thing's nuts. Especially on this tiny hallway. It's kind of cheating. We get tons and tons of easy kills here, just shooting down the Kuva hallways. Oop, DR, need that back up. And we have all that minus recoil, so that's nice. The only other buffer I have here is my cold damage from my Sentinel. Let me just activate this a little early so we don't get shot in the back too much. Yeah, very easy time here. Just tons of numbers on the screen and enemies dying. Have a hard time hitting the Grenier in the head sometimes when they flinch around because you hit their big ass shoulder pads. So it's kind of annoying, but other than that, you have a swell time. This weapon does have gigantic crits, so it should be quite the enemy for the Stalker when he should. Not the Stalker, his friends, the Acolytes. I always mix those guys up. Oh, kills while aim gliding for my Nightwave. Let me do that. Boom. Chillin', chillin', chillin'. Activate my damage reduction. Boy. Bam. Done. Yeah. This weapon is insane. There's really not much to talk about here. It is a crazy Incarnon. Like I said, it's my favorite from this week. I know the Magistar Incarnon is up, but that thing is getting nerfed. Do I think the nerfs are going to matter? No. But just for continuity's sake, I will wait until the update comes out and the nerfs go through, and I'll test it out again, and then we'll see what happens from there. But I don't think the nerfs are going to do anything. All they're doing is nerfing the AoE, so the damage is untouched, and they're making the AoE scale with jump height, so, like, I don't think it'll be that bad. I think people are kind of making mountains out of anthills, not even molehills, for how bad the slam nerfs are going to be. I think we'll be fine. But I would still get this. I would get the Lex and the Magistar this week from your Incarnate offerings. And forgot to even say, mentioning the new update, comes out the 25th. It was confirmed in the dev shorts today that I didn't get to watch yet. I've been doing some chores around the house, doing my laundry and dishes and whatnot. And there's a new GTA update. I've been playing a lot of GTA with my friends. It went on sale like a month ago, and we've been grinding the crap out of it. It's been very fun. Ooh. Is there... Yeah, okay, there we go. It's like, there better be some life support for me. This thing is just a monster in these hallways. Obviously, not every tile set is built like this, but as you can see, in the right conditions, the Lex Incarnon is a bit of a monster. Ooh. Ooh, damage reduction. Okay, yeah, we let it get out of hand. Weren't paying attention. Was not paying attention. As long as they don't get to, like, this little sumo circle here, you know, we got to keep them out of our anti-sea bear circle. This goes pretty easy. Oop, I see a Blitz Eximus. And honestly, I have Hemorrhage on for the slash procs. Low-key, they're just getting one shot. But for the guys that aren't getting slash proc in one shot, not getting one shot, they get slash proc and they die real quick. So it's still worth, I think it's worth to put there. Like I said, Galvanized Shot does work on this thing. I showed you there's a spreadsheet that someone keeps up to date in the community, and yeah, it's not bad. I checked, it's additive damage. It's not multiplicative like the Archiplasmor. This thing would be insane if it was multiplicative like the Archiplasmor, but it does not. So, do I think Galvanized Shot is worth putting on this, the extra Forma? Honestly, yeah. I just don't use this thing that much, and I haven't made that optimization to my build, but I do think it's worth it. It would definitely be worth the extra Forma to slap in. Maybe if I get it in my EDA or ETA one week, I'll take my time and put that bad boy in. 1, 2... Oh, we gotta switch. Okay, well, it only took 2 shots. Low-key, it might have only taken 1 if we, let the slash procs go. Is there life support for me? Like, I'm well over 100 KPM. The life support drops are not dropping. Okay, no, we're good. I'm just being a dumbass. Alright. I'm gonna pause here and do my outro. Oh, while sliding. There we go. All right, that is the Lex Incarnon. It is very good. Tomorrow I'll probably talk about either the Ceramic Dagger or the Boltor Incarnon, because those are my other two favorites. Magistar I will talk about next week, but I do think it is worth getting right now. It is pretty solid, even with the nerfs. Even if the AoE gets super tiny, the raw damage the Magistar Incarnon puts out is insane. So I still think it is worth the pickup from there. But other than that, Lex Incarnon, very good. It would be my first grab this week. I would go Lex Magistar or maybe Lex Ceramic Dagger. But yeah, very good. Pick one up. Very simple build, 3 Forma. None of the mods are insane except for Hemorrhage. You know, it's 15 capacity to put that thing in there. So yeah, not too bad. Make the extra optimization. Put Galvanized Shot in if you want to. Obviously, it's not required. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.